From Hillsboro to Gresham, cities across Oregon have until July 1st to update their rules around homeless camping to comply with House Bill 3115, a state law passed in 2021 that makes camping on public property legal when no shelter is available.
With that, I vote aye and the ordinance is adopted. Thank you.
Portland made the change earlier this month when council voted to ban daytime camping on public property. Homeless people in Portland will face fines or jail time if they repeatedly violate that rule. In Hillsboro and Beaverton, camping has always been prohibited. Both cities just passed ordinances to allow camping overnight on some public property if no shelter is available. It's banned during the day.
So we have more available shelter this summer than we did last summer, much more, but we know it's still not enough for every single person outside.
If homeless people violate the new policy, they could face fines.
That, again, is a civil, not a criminal. If they continue to violate that, then it could become a criminal trespass, which can sometimes result in jail time. But again, that's a very rare situation.
Beaverton is relying on their police bike team to enforce this, with similar fines to Hillsboro or jail time.
Although they are there to provide enforcement of our ordinance, they are also there to make sure that folks are getting connected to the services they need. That is always their first goal.
The city of Gresham had to make the least amount of changes to its homeless camping rules. It simply adjusted certain wording in the code. The policy itself remains the same. Camping is not allowed at any time unless shelter is unavailable.
Through years of doing this work, we've been able to get our population of people experiencing unsheltered homelessness in Gresham is decreasing because we've had this approach in place for so long.
They enforce this by posting campsites for removal and putting those people into shelter. Jessica Harper, Gresham's Livability Services Director, says it's been working.
We don't even offer citations for unauthorized camping. We're not going to arrest anybody for unauthorized camping in the city of Gresham or just that violation, because that doesn't solve the issue and it doesn't help anybody.
One of the big differences that we're seeing between Hillsboro, Beaverton, and Gresham is the lack of homeless services compared to that of Portland. For example, here in Hillsboro, they don't have a year-round shelter. Now, while it may be difficult to prove, that could be one of the reasons that there's more homeless people in Portland, making the crisis there that much more difficult to manage. And on top of all that, homeless camping has been banned in the suburbs for years.
We know ordinances don't reduce the number of folks living on the street. We really have to continue working on our housing solutions to do that.
As for community enforcement, these cities encourage people to call the non-emergency line to report any campsites seen on public property. These updated camping ordinances go into effect July 1st. That's in just over a week. Blair Best, KGW News.